Jeskanen was just 18 when he arrived in Forsyth, Georgia, in September 2021. He was a bright-eyed teen from Finland with sandy hair and a shy smile. He had signed up for a 3-month exchange program to experience life in America. The Johnston family, Trent, Amber, and their 5 kids, Jonah, Anna, Elizabeth, Alex, and Emma, welcomed him like family. I remember being so nervous that first day. I didn't know what to expect. But the Johnstons were so kind. Amber hugged me right away, and Trent said, "Welcome to the chaos." It felt like home right away. Amber Johnston said, "We'd hosted exchange students before, but Joose was different. He fit right in." The kids loved him, and he had a calm and polite way that balanced our loud house. For fans of 7 Little Johnstons, Joose became a favorite during season 10. He wasn't just a guest. He became part of the family. He helped Alex with homework, did TikTok dances with Emma, and joined in on family fun. But while he looked easygoing, he was hiding something, even from the Johnstons. Joose's 3 months in Georgia were full of memories. He arrived just as fall began. The leaves were golden and the air was crisp. The Johnstons took him to football games, barbecues, and even a fair where he had his first corn dog. Emma said, "Joose was so funny trying American food. He'd never had sweet tea before and said it was too sweet, but he loved it. He was like our big brother." Joose went to the local high school with Elizabeth, Alex, and Emma. He was curious about everything. Homecoming, Halloween, American school traditions. The Johnstons loved hearing about Finland with its reindeer, saunas, and midnight sun. In Finland, we have something called midsummer, where the sun doesn't set. We stay up all night, have bonfires, and eat a lot of fish. Alex said, "No way. That's so cool. We should do that here." Trent replied, "Yeah, but without the fish. I'm sticking to burgers." But soon, something unexpected happened that would change Joose's time in Georgia. In mid-October, about a month into his stay, Joose met Amy Carter. She was a senior at the same high school, a lively, dark-haired girl with a big smile and lots of friends. They met in English class and were paired up for a project on To Kill a Mockingbird. Amy asked, "So, Joose, what do you think Scout means when she talks about understanding people?" Joose said, "I think it's about seeing life from their side. In Finland, we have a saying, Jeskanen kantaa oman ristinsa. It means everyone carries their own cross." Amy smiled. "That's deep. You're pretty smart, huh?" Joose laughed, maybe a little. Their talk continued long after the project ended. Amy loved hearing about Finland, and Joose couldn't get enough of Amy's kindness and laughter. After class, she invited him to a coffee shop downtown, a cozy place called Brew and Bean. Amy asked, "So, how is it living with the Johnstons?" "They're kind of famous." Joose answered, "They're great. Really loud sometimes, but great. It's like having 5 siblings all at once." Amy said, "I can imagine. My little brother is enough chaos for me." That coffee turned into hours of talking about school, family, and dreams. Amy wanted to travel. Joose wanted to study engineering. They clicked right away. Amy said Joose was different. He really listened. And that accent, so cute. I knew I wanted to know him better. In the weeks that followed, they got closer. Study sessions turned into long walks, movie nights, and even a hike. But Joose didn't tell the Johnstons. I wasn't sure how they'd feel about me dating. I was there to learn and be part of the family, not to find a girlfriend. And I knew I'd be leaving soon. It felt complicated. Amy said we didn't want it to be a big deal, so we kept it quiet. I told my parents I was with friends, and Joose said he was exploring town. It was our little secret. One evening, Trent asked, "Joose, that you? Where you been, buddy?" Joose replied, "Oh, just walking around, seeing the lights. Georgia's nice at night." Trent said, "All right. Don't get lost out there." The secret added excitement, but it also made Joose feel guilty. He didn't want to lie to the Johnstons, but he also didn't want to give up time with Amy. January 2022 came fast. Joose's exchange program ended. It was time to go back to Finland. The Johnstons threw him a goodbye party, pizza, music, and a scrapbook full of memories. But the hardest goodbye was with Amy. Amy said, "I can't believe you're leaving. It's not fair." Joose said, I know, but we'll talk every day, okay? This isn't the end. Amy said, promise. Joose said, promise. He got on the plane with a heavy heart, leaving a family he loved and a girl he couldn't forget. But love doesn't care about distance. Back in Finland, Joose went back to school, friends, and snowy winter days. But every night he'd call Amy. Amy said, those calls kept us going. Sometimes we didn't even talk. We just sat there together. It made me realize how much he meant to me. Joose said, I'd wake up early to catch her before school. My friends thought I was crazy, but I didn't care. Months went by. Their connection only grew stronger. By summer 2022, Joose knew he couldn't wait anymore. In July 2022, he saved money from a part-time job and bought a plane ticket back to Georgia. With help from Amy's best friend Sarah, he planned a surprise proposal at Riverside Park, their first date spot. Joose said, I was so nervous. I had a ring, simple, with a small sapphire because Amy loves blue. I wanted it to be perfect. Amy said, Sarah, why are we here? I thought we were getting food. Sarah said, just trust me, okay? Then Amy saw Joose. Amy said, Joose? What? How are you here? Joose said, Amy, these past months, you've been everything to me. I don't care about the distance. I just want to be with you. Will you marry me? Amy said, yes. Oh my God. Yes. With a ring on her finger and Joose by her side, Amy said yes to forever. But there was one more step, telling the Johnstons. Joose wanted to be honest about everything, the secret, the love, the engagement. He and Amy set up a video call. His heart was racing as the screen came to life. Joose said, hey everyone, I've got some news. You remember my time with you? Well, I met someone. Amy. We started dating back then, but I didn't tell you. And now we're engaged. Amber said, Joose, are you serious? Oh my goodness. We had no idea. Trent said, well, I'll be darned. You sneaky kid. Congrats, man. Elizabeth said, wait. So all those times you were exploring, you were with her? That's so romantic. Emma said, can we meet her? Show us Amy. Amy said, hi everyone. I've heard so much about you all. Amber said, Amy, honey, welcome to the family. We're so happy for you both. Joose, you've always been one of us, and now we get to celebrate with you. The Johnstons were happy, truly happy, and their love and support made everything feel complete. Amber even teared up, happy that their 8th family member had found love. In January 2023, Joose and Amy got married in Finland. The Johnstons traveled across the Atlantic to see the big day. The wedding mixed both cultures. Amy wore a crown of flowers, which is a Finnish tradition. They also had American touches, like a first dance to a country song. Amy said having the Johnstons there meant everything. Amber helped her with her veil. Trent kept joking that the Finnish cold was worse than Georgia winters. Amber said, Joose, you came into our lives as a stranger and left us as family. Amy, you're one of us now too. We're so proud and so happy. Here's to love that knows no borders. The wedding reception was full of fun. There was Finnish folk music, a big meal with salmon and potatoes, and the Johnstons tried a sauna for the first time. They laughed in the steam. Trent said, that sauna thing? Wild. But the wedding, perfect. Couldn't ask for more. Now, Joose and Amy live in Finland, building their life together. The Johnstons visit when they can. Their bond with Joose is stronger than ever. From a secret romance to a celebrated marriage, their story shows that love and family can stretch across the world. Later, the 7 little Johnstons family took a trip to Finland to visit Joose. But why? The Johnston house is always full of energy, and since their show began on TLC, they've had lots of adventures. One of those adventures was hosting an exchange student named Joose, who became part of the family. He lived with them for a few months in the United States. Now, it looks like the family decided to visit his hometown in Finland. Joose had become a regular face on the show. He came from Finland, and his mother wanted to make sure he was safe during his exchange program, so she reached out to the Johnstons to host him. They were happy to welcome him, and he quickly became close to the family. The latest update from the 7 Little Johnstons official Instagram account showed the family in Finland. Joose had already made 2 trips to the U.S., so it made sense that the Johnstons would visit him in his home country. Amber, Trent, and two of their kids, Alex and Emma, made the trip. The older siblings, Jonah, Liz, and Anna, stayed behind because they were busy. In Finland, they posed for a beautiful photo with Joose and his family. Fans of the show were excited to get a sneak peek of this trip in upcoming episodes. Joose had an amazing cultural experience while in the US, and he felt a deep sense of belonging for the first time. He even got to go with the family to the Little People convention. During a FaceTime call, Trent asked Joose how many little people he had seen in one place before. Joose admitted it was no more than 20. Trent and the others then told him that thousands of people would be at the convention. Joose was shocked but also excited to attend the event in Spokane, Washington. This adventure will be shown in the newest season of 7 Little Johnstons. Pictures from the convention were already posted online. Other TLC stars were there too, including Matt and Zach Roloff from Little People, Big World. Fans are really looking forward to the next episode to see everything that happened at the convention. Jeskanen also found an awesome job and shared his big achievement. Since appearing on 7 Little Johnstons in Season 10, Joose became a fan favorite. His time with the Johnstons was featured a lot in Season 11. He spent 3 months living with them and quickly became a part of their home in Georgia. He appeared in many episodes and fans loved watching him. So when he wasn't on the show anymore, people wondered where he was and how he was doing. Recently, Joose shared some exciting news. He's finished and had come to the US to improve his English because he wants to become a pediatric surgeon. To reach that goal, he needed to speak English fluently. On May 8th, Joose posted an update for his fans. He shared a picture of himself in a work uniform and said he had started his summer job at a local Target store. He also wrote that his new job was amazing. Fans were quick to support him in the comments. One person said, "I have no doubt you're an exceptional employee." Others mentioned how positive Joose is and left heart emojis to congratulate him. Another fan wrote, "This guy has such a wonderful personality." At the end of Season 13, fans had many questions, just like at the end of every season of 7 Little Johnstons. The last episode aired on May 16th, 2023 on TLC. Viewers followed Amber and Trent and their growing children through many changes. This season was different because it didn't focus only on the kids' lives. Instead, it showed how Amber and Trent were trying to balance parenting with letting their kids grow and become independent. Each of the children wanted to live their own life. The season felt like a message to parents, reminding them to accept their children's choices and support their freedom. Some fans were left wondering about what happened to the kids in Season 12, but by Season 13, they got all the answers they were waiting for. There were 12 episodes in the new season. With fewer storylines, it felt more focused and interesting. The Johnston children were taking steps into the real world. Watching them grow up and make their own decisions felt special. 7 Little Johnston. Exchange student Joose Jeskanen to star in Little People Big World next. The lives of the 7 Little Johnston are filled with constant excitement. Well, they had quite the adventure over the past 2 seasons. Reason being they had the chance to host Joose Jeskanen, an exchange student from Finland, at their home. He shares the little stature of the rest of the family. He quickly became a beloved character and an integral cog in the show's wheel. Well, rumors have it that the child guest star could be starring in another TLC show, Little People, Big World. If you want to know more specifics, you should read on. The 7 Little Johnstons family expanded by one with the addition of Joose Jeskanen, a student exchange program, apparently brought this Finnish lad who was 16 years old to the United States. His mother felt it would be best for him to remain with the Johnstons because he is a young child. As was clear in earlier seasons, they were all up for a wild ride. At this point in time, the group considers the foreigner a member of the family and treats him as such. They all joined forces and attended the Little People convention as well. Zach Roloff, another celebrity from the hit TLC show Little People Big World, was there when Joose got the chance to meet him. As a result, Joose shared an Instagram photo of their encounter. Consequently, there was a great deal of online conjecture. Lots of people who watched Seven Little Johnstons started to think he'll be in Little People Big World now. Consequently, the audience became incredibly enthusiastic about this prospect. This, however, appears to be incorrect. Reason being, Anna said she misses him in her final statement. Viewers might so discern that Joose had a return to Finland. It follows that he will not be appearing in either show at this time. We don't know if he really posed with Zach for the photo or if he was just excited to meet him at the convention since he was a fan. On Seven Little Johnstons, Joose's arrival was a welcome change. In earlier seasons, viewers adored how the Johnston family educated him about their culture and language. After 3 months, he was finally ready to return to his home country. As a result, the adolescent returned to Finland, but it didn't stop there. Everyone who follows Joose on social media knows that in July 2022 they flew back to the USA. Well, he did it so he could meet the adored Johnston and go to the Little People convention. Also, Joose got to experience a new culture on his second trip since he was able to celebrate the 4th of July. His opportunity to provide sneak peeks behind the scenes is the most intriguing aspect. His family, the Jones, apparently got together to film additional episodes of Seven Little Johnston. Fans are still quite excited to see him return to the show. Alex Johnston to clash with exchange student Joose Jeskanen over sister Emma. But why? The revival of the show has put Joose Jeskanen in the spotlight. Conversely, the exchange student displays humorous sarcasm. Thus, the addition of Joose to the Seven Little Jones makes them even more beloved by fans. But Joose appears to be someone Alex is keeping an eye on. So, what gives? Come find out by tuning in with us. The experience of staying with the Jones has been absolutely fantastic. For Joose Jeskanen, the 17-year-old is exploring the area and sampling delicious American specialties in an effort to immerse herself in the culture. Similarly, the kids are going out of their way to make Joose feel at ease so that he won't miss his loved ones. At the same time, Jeskanen has become the focus of attention for everyone. On top of that, perhaps of Emma, the children are of similar ages, so getting along shouldn't be a problem. Nevertheless, amidst all the rivalry, perhaps Alex Johnston feels abandoned, since Emma and the new exchange student are spending so much time together. Some Redditors think that Alex is keeping tabs on Joose, so it's understandable that Alex would be concerned about Joose taking his sister. Joose and Emma do seem to be spending quite a bit of time together. Together, they're responsible for a plethora of TikTok dances. Thus, the relationship and chemistry between Emma and Joose are visible to the audience. In the meanwhile, someone commented on the Reddit thread that the 17-year-old is getting English tutoring from Amber. That is why Alex acts aggressively in the episodes, because she isn't helping him. The appearance of Joose on Seven Little Johnston has caused quite a stir. While he's on the show, the audience adores him. On the other hand, Emma's parents are concerned. This is due to the fact that the two children are contemplating lots of quality time spent together. Also, Amber hints at the problem in a promotional video. The children's bedrooms, according to her, are on separate floors. Amber insists, knowing full well that the children require personal space, that this is essential. As a result, viewers assume that Joose and Emma's parents are worried about their relationship. Since Emma and Joose are of the same age, Emma has given Joose his own bedroom. Do you have any opinions? Post a comment telling us. Seven Little Johnstons exchange student Joose returns home. But why? Little People USA, everyone's favorite and largest animated family, is about to wrap up its 11th season. Fans have been captivated by the 7 little Johnston cast through their hilarious and light-hearted approaches. Similarly, Joose said his goodbyes to the Jones in the series final. Thus his widespread acclaim has prompted calls for his further appearances. Check back with us in Season 12 to find out if the exchange student will be a wild card admission. Emma Johnston was seen spending time with a man her age before Season 11 aired. Because they couldn't contain their curiosity, they had to know who the new family member was. Some thought he was Emma's lover, while others thought he was another adoptive child. But it was originally stated by TV seasons and spoilers that Moose Jensen was actually a Finnish exchange student. The charismatic personality of the 17-year-old piqued the interest of TLC viewers who couldn't wait to meet him. Many things confused him while he was in the United States. Also, Joose enjoyed his stay with the Jones, but he had to go when the time came. The family settled down to create s'mores by the fireplace in order to relish this final moment. Plus, Emma gave him a photo album full of images he cherished as a keepsake. Alex, likewise, Jeskanen pinned a greeting card on their behalf. As he read aloud the letter, he felt a twinge of emotion. At last, the Johnston family said their goodbyes to Joose at the airport, reflecting on their wonderful time with him. The fans, meanwhile, have been clamoring for additional Joose. The celebrity's Instagram page has been inundated with comments pleading for his return. Many people responded by saying it's strange to be without Joose. A few of people went so far as to propose that the Jones meet Jeskanen in Finland. In general, some even want the underdog to return for Season 2. Will the exchange student from another country be a part of the family in the next episode? Continue reading. After his 3-month stay in the United States, Joose Jeskanen has remained in everyone's thoughts. Consequently, viewers have been pleading with TLC to bring back the adorable young man. Well, getting back is a bit of a challenge for him. That's because he's finished school and there's no purpose for him to be in the U.S. anymore. The Finnish family of the exchange student is another interesting detail. Therefore, he would have a hard time keeping things under control. But he can always take a trip with his family. Unfortunately, he won't be returning for the upcoming season. No matter how much the crowd begs, there is currently no way to get him back on stage. On 7 Little Johnston, what were your thoughts on Joose? Let us know in the space provided. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.